Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good.
How was your flight?
Well, it was a short flight from Amsterdam to London.
Amsterdam, yeah, that's fair. It's
under an hour, so
1 hour. Yeah, great. That's good. So Amsterdam, so that was your kickoff last week.
Yeah.
For your new album.
Correct. Yeah. Well, the album was released last week. We did a kickoff for the new I Am Hardwell World Tour, also called United We Are. We kicked off in Amsterdam, 2 days in Ziggo Dome, so like 17,000 people a night, and yeah, it was a really awesome kickoff.
Yeah, that's great. I've read that you had a live broadcast on Saturday, even worldwide, so I think it went quite well. So.
Yeah, well, I always like the live streams, you know. It's easy to share everything with the world nowadays, and well, with a live stream like that, the whole world is able to see what's going on in Amsterdam. And yeah, it was a really good success.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've seen some videos and pictures. Basically, well, regarding your album, I've listened to it, of course, up and down the whole week. Where's the name of the album basically coming from? So was it your idea, or was it your marketing and communications department, or?
No, actually, I came up myself with the idea of United We Are. I do a lot of meet and greets, well, almost every gig, and the fans always told me, you know, I met her and because of your music, and when I party at your concerts, it feels that everybody is united, and a lot of fans were saying this to me. And I think in the first place that music is the most universal language. No matter which religion you have, or no matter which culture you're from, music will unite everybody. And I wanted to make an album that would be accessible for everybody. So that's actually how I came up with the name United We Are.
Yeah, that's great. That's brilliant. Because I actually thought about it, and well, if that's neat background, that's brilliant. Regarding then your favorite songs, I've listened to all the songs. I've got my favorite song already, which is the "Don't Stop the Madness" one.
Oh, cool!
Because I just think it is convincing a bunch of people worldwide as the festival hit. But which one is your personal favorite, kind of, and why? So.
Well, I have a special relationship with every single song on the album, of course, but. Yeah, I think personally my favorite track of the album is Echo, with Jonathan Mendelsohn. It's not that I don't like the other tracks, of course not, but I have such a strong feeling with that track, and there's such a certain emotion in that track that really gets me, and yeah, that's definitely my favorite track of the album.
Oh, great. So basically you work a lot with other producers and DJs, so and especially on that album you involved many of them. So Tiësto again, you involved Steve Mendelsohn, then you had Fatman Scoop, WW from your own record.
Yeah.
How does it kind of work? So do you choose yourself who you're working with, or?
Yeah, I chose everything myself to work with. Well, most of the guys I work with on the album were really good friends, and everything actually just came pretty natural. You know, for example, I know Headhunterz for a long time. I know WW for a long time. I met DallasK like 2 years ago in LA. We decided to do like a club track together for my album. And even the singers and songwriters, you know, I've worked together with Amba Shepherd before on Apollo, with Bright Lights on Never Say Goodbye, and yeah, and all the other artists I actually met during making this album, because it took me 2 years to finish the album, and within those 2 years I met like everybody on the album. So
personally,
so it's always great to have. I think it's really important to have a great connection with the people who you work with to make a product to a successful product.
Yeah, I can imagine that. That is quite key in really being successful as well. So to maintain your relationship, not just personally, but also then business related. Yeah, great. Then regarding your plans and events this year, basically starting just with your tour, or continue starting, one might say. So which festivals and which cities are you kind of flying over to?
Well, we're working on all the dates for the I Am Hardwell United We Are World Tour, but like the previous tour we did, we're definitely gonna tour all around the world again. I will do like a lot of festivals this summer.
Imagine Ultra Music Festival?
I'm doing Ultra Music Festival. Actually, in 2 weeks I'm playing Ultra Music Festival in Africa.
Oh, really?
And I will be back in Miami And well, I can finally say I will be back at Tomorrowland this summer as well.
Yeah, I've just read it. Yeah, I think it was announced yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
I think on Sunday.
Yeah.
Assuming main stage. So with regards to Tomorrowland, are you going to Brazil as well and the Tomo World in Atlanta?
I don't know yet, actually. Okay. Yeah, we're working on it. So hopefully, of course.
Hopefully see you there. So because well, it will be quite massive this year as well.
Yeah, I heard a lot of great stories about Tomorrowland Brazil. So yeah, I hope to be there.
Yeah, I think it's worth it going. So but we'll see. Are you planning then this year any new albums, songs or experiments, let's say, on top on your current work with regards to United We Are?
Definitely.
Or is everything focused on this?
No, actually the focus was on the album for 2 years now. For me, of course, as a producer. So the album is finished now. I definitely want to do some remixes on the album myself as well, to make some tracks a little bit more festival friendly for the summer. But besides that, I'm already starting working on new songs, and I'm not planning a new album right now, because I think making an album that literally takes 2 years before you're like 100% satisfied. But at this point, I'm working on a lot of new club tracks, a lot of instrumental tracks, and maybe some tracks will end up on the new album in the future. But for now, I really like to focus on the upcoming festival season, and work myself up to more club tracks and dance floor tracks.
Yeah, I can imagine. So regarding then your start or your kickoff last week, I've read you are already #1, I think, in Netherlands, which wouldn't surprise me, as you're from Breda.
Yeah.
And I think #2 worldwide. So what does it mean for you to have kind of well, this background in general, development and in your career, but this kind of short stories within a few hours and weeks on the social media?
It's incredible, you know. It's I never expected my album to be so successful worldwide, you know. Not even in Holland though. It's been, I think, 7 years that the DJ album went to the #1 spot in the album overall chart, and especially for a dance album, you know, people are always a little bit skeptic about DJ albums, and to have such a successful album worldwide right now, it's incredible, you know. I just made an album that I was completely satisfied about, and an album that actually covers everything that Hardwell has done in the last 10 years, and yeah, I'm really happy with the album, and I'm so happy that actually the fans really enjoy it. Yeah. Like every review I've read till today is super positive. So, you know,
I can fully confirm that. So it's
oh well, thank you so
really
much.
amazing.
And yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming that everybody is so positive, because I didn't know what to expect. It's my first album, and I didn't know what to expect, what was actually coming. And yeah, it's been really a great ride, even if it's been like just a week.
Yeah. That's true. So why, when talking about publishing albums, as you know, with the marketing on the internet, so what would be kind of your message to the world why people should still buy music there? So.
Well, I think if you're a music lover, you always like to have like a physical product, you know, and. It's not that we only give the CD, you know, there's a whole booklet with all the pictures in it, and it's always like some story behind it. I still buy CDs, you know, I think it's great to buy CDs. I like to touch actually the scene and have like a physical product. And then again, if you support an artist, if you really like an artist, you know, then go to his concerts, and you can also buy his album on iTunes, you know, or just listen to it on Spotify. Then you're already supporting the artist. And well, of course, there's a lot of illegal downloading, but then again, I really like if people like my music and listen to the music, no matter how they do it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go on with the documentary. What does it? Let's say, what's your personal value and identification with this documentary with regards to your young age, as you just turned 27, so happy birthday.
Thank you.
A few days late, but what does it mean to you having a documentary at the age of 25, 26?
Yeah, it's really emotional, and it's really something special. Actually, I'm searching for the words to describe it, but it's really something special to see myself. It's a little bit shocking, as I said, emotional, you know. Robin Piret, the director of the documentary. He worked on the documentary for over 4 years, and it's been really a crazy ride. Like, all the special highlight moments in my life are captured in that documentary, and especially the rise to that #1 position. Yeah. It's almost like he really directed everything. It almost looks fake, you know, how it is. And yeah, it's always incredible to see the documentary and, you know, see the whole roller coaster ride again of everything we've been through. And yeah, it's really special. And actually, I can say we're working on a new documentary as well. Not typical about me, but about the previous I Am Hardwell shows.
Okay.
So it captures everything about the show and backstage, and not only about me, but about my whole team. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Going on to the to your own label. So what is your involvement to that label, and what is your message to young talented DJs in kind of keep on producing, keep on trying? So how does it work within Revealed?
With Revealed, we started the label almost 5 years ago, and I'm still completely involved till today. You know, in everything. If it comes to the artwork of a record release or the A&R, and we have a great team working on Revealed. And yeah, for me it's really the thing I love to do, you know. Besides making music and DJing, I really like working with new talents. It works really inspirational for me as well. And it's so easy nowadays to have like your own record label. If I have to deal with another A&R manager and somebody telling me what I need to change in my records, you know, I really like to do that myself. And with the experience I had working at a record company back in the days, and now running my own label, I think we're doing pretty well now with the label. And but yeah, what I can say to all the upcoming guys and DJ and producers: try to stay original as possible. Yeah. Because that's what we're looking for. Like, all the recent guys we have signed, from Kill the Boss to DallasK to Julian Calor, Joey Dill, like all those guys have their own significant sound. You know, it's you can hear it. They producing it themselves, and you can hear they have like a signature sound. And nowadays, especially at this moment, everything starts sounding the same. You know, 2 years ago, everybody wanted the same big room drops, and now every record we're receiving, every demo sounds like a charmy Oliver Heldens future house record. So yeah, it's really important to try to create your own identity as a producer, because that's the only way you're gonna stick out from the rest.
Okay, so basically, and finally, you're used to Fortune, I would assume, so world's #1 DJ in EDM. So if by tomorrow in the newspaper, what would you kind of like to read in all the newspapers worldwide? So what would you personally like to? This is a good one. I think at this point in my career, I would love to read that my album will be nominated for a Grammy. Okay, because I thought... I'm not saying they have to win, I'm just saying nominated. I'm already happy with the nomination. Okay, because I thought about, well, is it Madame Tussauds, is it a Walk of Fame star, is it being the first DJ within an own charity organization? So, but yeah, that's great. I think, yeah, because the whole focus is now on the album, and I would definitely think that's yeah, if it comes to success, that's definitely the thing I want to read. Great. Okay, thank you for the interview. Thank you.